everyone. Today I'm going to be ranking all these Fnaf characters in this tier list. This is the Ultimate Fnaf Character Tier List Maker. So let's just start off with Freddy Fazbear. Straight to S, obviously incredibly iconic. All of these guys, all of the classic animatronics are going to rank pretty high just because they're the classics. Bonnie, I mean, also S, I'm gonna go pretty fast since there's like over 200 of these, almost 300. I mean, Scott Cawthon himself has said he's scared of Bonnie, literally gave him nightmares. And yeah, he does. He definitely has one of my favorite designs out of the originals. So yeah, Chica. Uh, normally she'd be in C, but I'm gonna put her in B because not really that much special about her. But but she's a classic. C is just like average. But she's classic, so I'll bump her up to B. Foxy. I'll put Foxy in A. So I'm not really basing. I don't really have a set criteria for what I'm basing this off of, so it's going to be a bit loose. But Foxy goes in A just because that feeling when you first see Foxy run down the hall and you don't know that that's coming is absolutely terrifying. And also, he just has one of the coolest designs out of the first four, and who's obviously the most popular character when the games first came out. So yeah, Golden Freddy, straight to S, one of the most iconic characters in the entire series. Yeah, Phone Guy. I recently made an entire video about how this guy's calls are amazing. So I'll put him in. I'm gonna put him in D. I haven't read The Week Before. That would probably change my opinion, but I'm gonna put him in D for now because he's just annoying. Because he's kind of the worst. He's a bit evil. The Cupcake. See, oh wait, no, I've removed the FNAF movie exists. Yappy could be right next to Chica. That, that is unironically probably the deadliest animatronic in the FNAF movie. Endo 1, C, not much to talk about there. Toy Freddy. He didn't really have much of a personality until UCN came out, but he definitely has a fun one, the whole gamer thing. So I'll put him in. I don't want to put him. I don't want to put him above any of the classics. So B, Toy Bonnie. He has like a personality in AR where he's essentially just a prick. So C. Toy Chica. Yeah, right next to Toy Bonnie. Mangle, one of my favorites. Straight to S. Coolest favorite design in the entire series franchise. I like yeah. It's hard to articulate why, but aside from the design, uh, mechanic of making the static is an interesting idea. Balloon Boy, F, annoying. Puppet. The puppet, I don't want to put too many in S, but the puppet definitely. If I'm putting, the puppet definitely deserves to go in S because they are arguably one of the most important characters in the entire series, and because of that, they've kind of got to go in F. Very S, not F. Very iconic. Withered Freddy. I like all of the Withered designs. Withered Freddy. His design's cool, but it's probably the least interesting out of all the Withers, except maybe Withered Golden Freddy. So I'll put him in B. Withered Bonnie. He's not quite S, but probably wants to put Bonnie back in. Nah, Bonnie deserves S, just barely. He's like S minus. Withered Bonnie, really cool. Love his dad jokes. Withered Chica, also A, right next to Withered Bonnie. Cool design. Definitely has one of the creepiest designs in FNAF 2. Not. It's kind of poorly utilized. The T pose isn't that interesting, but UCN utilizes it pretty well. So yeah, Withered Foxy. I'll put him in B tier. He has the same problem as Withered Freddy, where his design is kind of just unoriginal aside from being withered. Like Chica has the unhinged jaw. Bonnie obviously is missing his entire face, but these two, and also with Golden Freddy, who's also going to go in B. I don't know. Their designs are kind of basic. Okay, I actually really like Shadow Freddy, so I'm gonna put him in A. Shadow Bonnie. I actually got Shadow Bonnie a few months ago on a playthrough of FNAF 2, like during night 1. It's really cool. Just getting honestly, Easter egg characters get a bonus because like if you don't know they exist beforehand, seeing one of these would be absolutely terrifying. I don't think they deserve S tier because they're not quite as iconic, and they are and they are two very big mysteries. But I'll give them A tier. Endeavor 2, C tier as well. JJ. I'm not sure if don't know means I don't know where to put them or I don't know who they are. But I'm just kind of gonna use it for all the characters who I. Part of me wants to. I'm gonna use don't know for all the characters who I'm just not gonna rank. Um, I'll put JJ in D because she's an interesting Easter egg, but other than that, she doesn't have much going on for her. Paper Pals. I don't even know what to do with these guys. Don't know. Is this for the Crown? No, that's not for the Crown Child. Okay. I Well, this is just like one of the spirits. I'm just gonna put in don't know because I'm not sure exactly what this is supposed to represent. William Afton, straight to S, incredibly iconic. Like this is one of them. This is, or I guess he's purple guy here. One of the most like he's incredibly iconic. Um, he's got to go in F just on that alone. I mean S, not F. I mean he's a horrible person, but a great antagonist. I especially like how in the early games like FNAF 1 and 2, he's just this unseen figure. I don't know. Phone Dude, I'll give him A because I like his person. No, I'll give him B because he's funny. But other than that, it feels wrong to put him like on the same level as like these guys. Actually, I'm gonna put him down in C because it feels wrong to have him on the same level as Chica. Like, yeah, C. I'll see. That feels fitting. Springtrap, obviously straight to S. Most one again, very iconic. Got into Dead by Daylight. I think of these two as pretty much the same. Only difference is Springtrap is I like Springtrap slightly more, but yeah. Oh, the Phantoms get rid of. Okay, first off, I okay. So I again the criteria is pretty ill defined, but the Phantom Puppet gameplay wise is just completely ridiculous. Like they will like you flip the camera to cam like 8 and then they're in your face in like two like before like half a second after after the camera actually comes into focus. It's ridiculous. Phantom Freddy, aside from my second favorite Phantom behind Phantom, actually third favorite, I think I like Phantom Foxy more. uh C. You go straight to F though. Actually, your design is slightly cooler than no F. Mangle, favorite Phantom, B. Foxy, second favorite Phantom, B. Actually, wait, no, I'm gonna put you down to D because it feels wrong to put you on the same level as Withered Foxy since you kind of just like a different design, but and Withered Foxy is definitely better. So yeah, Crying Child, uh, or Dave, or depending on who you ask, uh, I'll put him in A tier. We know very little about him, like next to nothing. So yeah, not really much to say there. But he is again iconic. Maybe I should put him in B. He gets an A minus. I feel bad for him. Uh, Nightmare. Oh, the nightmares. Okay. I don't like their designs that much. I'll put Nightmare Freddy is gonna go in C. The Freddles D. Nightmare Bonnie also C. Again, design's not that great. Nightmare Chica. I guess I like her design slightly more. I'll give her B. Uh, Nightmare Foxy C. Okay, this is where I'm gonna come back to you two. I just want to get the rest of these out of the way. D for you. D for you. D for you. And D for you. And then you two. I like these designs more, but they still go in the same tier because, well, first off, they don't even earn B tier, and also they're just kind of redesigns. So yeah, Jacko Chica gets bumped down. Jacko Bonnie, you could say the same tier as Nightmare Bonnie. Okay, on to the ones I actually care about. So I like Mangle a lot. I'll give you B tier. Uh, Nightmare on is cool. Also B tier. These two. So these two have my favorite designs out of the Nightmares. I'll give them both B. They're also pretty cool. Nightmares jump scare is. I haven't played a lot of FNAF lore, so you take all of my FNAF lore rankings with a grain of salt. I've haven't played like literally any of the Halloween update. But I do like these two, and they're inter- they're interesting they're interesting, I guess. Okay, I'm assuming this is meant to be like regular Fredbear, not glitch Fredbear. Okay, I'm just gonna look. I'm gonna dump a lot of these guys and don't know. I'm sorry. DD. Okay, actually, so Fredbear, you can get C because I'm nice. Uh, Lo- Adventure Lawbit. Well, this is basically the adventure version of Lawbit. So, does DD get another ranking later on? I need to know before I condemn you to the. Yep. Okay. You don't. Well, don't F. Okay. I'm gonna put Okay. I'm just gonna put a bunch of. Assuming Lawbit's getting the ranking later on, so I'm just gonna put a bunch of these guys and don't know because I'm not ranking like uh, the freaking golden endo. Or pork pats. Is that your name? Uh. Uh. Well, it's. Eh. Okay. It's a funny bit, so I'll put it. So I'll give it C. Uh. Yeah. Cheese Magic Rainbow. Okay. Same. Just what I said for Scott. Yeah. He already did the thing where you insert yourself, so it's cat not as funny second time. Foxy.exe. Okay, Foxy.exe. Unironically, it's not like scary, obviously, but the Foxy head in the background is pretty unsettling, so I'll give you that. Okay, so Old Man Consequences. I like Old Man Consequences. He's very interesting lore wise, but I don't want to give him too high because he's not super high. So B. Elizabeth. I again we see very little of her. Um, and and I mean so put her in C. Michael, he's we don't know much about him, but I kind of want. He's the main. He's basically the main character of like the first 6 games, so I feel kind of obligated to put him somewhere up here. But since he doesn't show up that much, I'll just put him in A. Hand unit, hilarious, straight to A tier. Hilarious, iconic. Circus Baby. I don't like Circus Baby as much as a lot of people seem to, but she's very important to the lore and pretty interesting, so I'll give it B. Fast. Ballora. So, what to do with you? Uh, hmm, I just see, don't really care. Nightmare Foxy, not Nightmare, Nightmare Foxy. Not lol, but oh my god, my brain's right. Funtime Foxy, B. Funtime Freddy, I'll also put you in B. I like Funtime Freddy a lot. I like Funtime Foxy's design a lot. I guess I'll put him in C. That's not. He doesn't really have much else going on. He doesn't even get a voice until UC. Actually, wait. He does have a cool personality in UCN, so I'll also put him back up in B. Bon Bon. Eh. Eh. It's kind of That's right. Nah. Yeah, that feels right. Ennard. Ennard, if you're a weirdo. Straight to A tier. Like this guy a lot. Kind of wish we got to see more of him. Biddy Babs. D. Mini Arenas. D. The Fredbear. D. Electrobab F because you're worse than Biddy Bab who's in D and you're just that much worse than to go. Mini Arenas 2. Okay, I feel like no, F2 should be reserved for characters who I actively despise. So yeah, well I guess by that logic you should nah. Lolbit. I like Lolbit, but not as good as like actual Funtime Foxy, so yeah. Yendo D. But D Helpy. Okay, I'm obligated to give Helpy like at least A tier because he's Helpy, and I'm scared of what would happen if I put him anywhere lower than that. Molten Freddy, he's the weakest out of all the scraps in my opinion, and Lefty barely even talks, so C tier. Scrap Baby, uh, oh, not not quite good enough for A, but I'll give her B. Scrap Trap, interesting. Design brings it all the way down to C. Lefty, again, barely even talks. Still interesting. Like, so yeah, C. The fact that you can like, the whole $5 thing, like you can buy them for $5 thing, is pretty interesting, and I kind of want to bump him up to B for that, but I don't think that's really enough. Oh, because that man, Henry, he gets S tier because of the endings. S tier for the ending speech, honestly. Trash in the gang. I want to put, part of me wants to put them all like really high just for the memes, but no. All straight to C. Same goes for the mediocre melodies. Except, not you. You know what you did. Oh, sorry. Fan just turned, air conditioner, whatever, just turned on. Sorry if you hear that. Is that, hold on, is the microphone picking that up? Shoot. I'm sorry if you can hear that. I'll see if I can fix that in post. Or I might have to redo this whole thing. Ned Bear, yeah, C. Orville, C. Pig Pets, C. Rockstars, oh, okay. Honestly, no. The medium localities are cool enough to get going to see, but everyone else just, yeah. Music Man, not DJ Music Man though. Candy Cadet, interesting because only in here because of his appearance in Ruin. B. Lemon. Look, you two know what you did. I'm not gonna condemn you to like a low tier, but you two think about what you've done down there, okay? I don't know. Okay, interesting lore. What? C because of the lore. Charlie. B because of lore. You. I don't know what to do with you. Sorry, I'm putting so many in D. Don't know. Okay. I'm gonna group you two together because you're because you two are kind of like basically the same. I'll put you in. I'll put you in. I really C. Don't really have much to say. Vengeful Spirit. I think that the Vengeful Spirit is Cassidy, so B. If it's Andrew, then it goes all the way down to D. I think this is Tape Girl. Honestly, completely forgot she existed. Glitch Trap. Probably my second least favorite trap, aside from the. Oh God, are there skins on here? Oh no, they're not. But I have to rank every single costume, every single the mimic. I'm not doing that. Most of you are probably gonna go and don't know or see. Glitch Trap, least favorite trap, but still cool. B. Plus Babies. F. You know what you did. Well, I'm not sure what that is. I think that might be like the Mangle from Build a Mangle, but I think that's just Mangle, so don't know. Dreadbear, just kind of meh. C. Honestly, B on design alone, one of the coolest designs in the entire series. Captain Foxy, you're Foxy but worse, honestly. Yeah, C. Sprain Bonnie, I don't know what to do with you. I don't know. I think are you from like a book? I don't know what to do with you. The princess from Princess Quest. Again, lore-wise, obligated to put her somewhat high. She's relevant. King Consequences. I prefer the real Old Man Consequences. This weird glitch thing. I prefer the real Glitch Trap. I put Glitch Trap in Beach, right? So yeah, you go and see as well. No. I literally have no idea who you are. Gregory. He's just such a nothing protagonist. His banter with Glamrock Freddy puts him up to C. Vanessa. C. Don't really have much to say about you. Glamrock Freddy straight to S. I don't need to. If you've played Security Breach, I don't need to explain that one. Glamrock Chica. She least favorite of the Glam Rocks. Roxy, B. I guess I don't know. I mean, I don't like her as much as some people, but she has she's my second favorite Glam Rock behind Glam Rock Freddy, Monty. Him killing. I'll put him in B because of the lore bit about him killing Monty. Also, Step On Up is an absolute jam. It's a living Tombstone song. You should check it out if you haven't heard it. Sun. So he's not. His name isn't Sundrop. That's the name of the candy. The subtitles confirm that his name's just Sun. Is that still a debate? Whatever. I like Sun a lot. Is it enough? But is it enough to go to A tier? Yeah, I'd say it is. Moon, honestly, same level as Sun. Um, Miniature Music Man D. Music Man. Yeah. I'll give you. He's A. Is he really? Is he above all of these guys? Charlie should be an A. Yeah, I think he's above most of you. Vanny. Interesting protagonist. Got wasted. Got wasted by security breach. Hope we see her again soon. Uh, A tier. Honestly, whether or not she'll come back, I mean, there's always the possibility that she comes back as like that Cassie comes back as Vanny, um, or depending on how you interpret that the ending of Help 1 and 2, we'll see Vanny, the OG Vanny, come back. Who knows? Uh, these guys are adorable, but that's not enough to. Is it really enough to put you above all these guys? Yeah, it is. I love the Pats. I think that's what they're called. Uh, okay, so these guys are going in B tier. I like them. But neat bit of lore. My video on their section is actually the first video I ever made. I actually uploaded it to this channel and then took it down and then re-uploaded it. So while I think like the fourth video I've currently uploaded, it's the first one I ever made, and because of that, these guys hold a special place in my heart. Every version of the staff bot. Okay, I'll do map bot and the security bots. But other than that, yeah, no. Um, so map bot, C tier. He's cool. Security bots, F tier. These guys are so annoying, and don't know is about to get a bunch more characters. Oh god. These guys, I literally have nothing to say. Like, what am I supposed to do? Actually, okay, I'll rank these ones. C tier, yeah. Cool. They're cool, but not that cool. These are all it means something lore-wise. I'm not gonna figure it out. Shadow Chica. Honestly, I'm probably gonna. Shadow Chica is interesting. I'm just gonna put all the shadows where their OGs are, because the main thing carrying actually Monty becomes cool enough when he gets Shadow to become B. The main thing carrying all of the Flame Rocks is their personalities, and those don't change too much. Shadow Chica, I like her design probably the most of the shadows, but yeah. Oh, this is like that ruined security bot that jump scares you. Don't know. The Blob, okay. The Blob, you go in D tier. You're not quite bad enough to get F, but you know what you did. Your section is the worst part of security breach. I have a video about that, by the way, shameless self-plug. Yeah. Okay, this is like that weird Eclipse thing. I think Eclipse is somewhere else. Down here. Like, yeah, there he is. I don't know what to do with you. Cassie, she goes to B tier. She's definitely the most interesting protagonist we've had. Actually, no. Oswald is the most interesting protagonist we've had. He's probably going to go into A tier. Second most interesting, better than Gregory. One of only 3 who actually talks. So yeah, go ahead, the fans off. This weird version of Helpy, I think it's like Helpy with an I. I'll give him C. Again, I'm sorry I'm putting so many in C, I just don't have that much to say. Mixes. I like Mixes, really cool mechanic, B tier. Not that effective, but cool. Ruined Freddy, C tier. Just, it's... I like the stomach mouth. I think that might be a callback to the nightmares, but Shadow Chica, her ruined Chica. Her design's kind of gross. Yeah. Ruined Roxy. Again, B tier. I like probably my favorite version of Roxy because, like, the only but I'd say favorite design. It has the green thing from the mask here, but yeah, the moment it's the whole moment. Her death scene. Spoiler warning alert for a over 2-year-old DLC. Her death scene is kind of feels like it's force trying to get you to cry for a character who's only it. I think they're trying as like a please cry now moment, and yeah, I feel that way. Um, Ruined Monty, basically Daniel, the cooler Daniel. I don't know if anyone is that meme still relevant. Oh God. Eclipse, same level as the rest of them. Maybe my favorite. Nah, B tier. These two are this. These two are probably fan favorites, honestly, and I definitely get why. Uh, C tier for you as well. Kind of. Oh wait, no, you do have that interesting lore tidbit about possibly being Cassie's dad, so B tier. But other than that, you just map bot again. Also, who gave you bunny ears? Could it have been you? I don't know. These guys are in D tier. These guys are. I find these guys. I found their section to be so annoying, and it took me like an eternity to get past on my first playthrough. But maybe that's just because I'm bad. Glamrock Bonnie, C tier would be in D tier if it weren't for his whole lore thing. But given the fact that he's dead the only time we see him, can't really put him any higher. Candy Cadet. Okay, you're just Candy Cadet again. Don't know. I'm counting you as the same thing as the other Candy Cadet, but I'm not going to put you on the thing twice. So yeah, the Mimic. No. Um, I don't. Mimic isn't my favorite antagonist, but um, so I'll put him in B tier. Don't hate him. I don't know. Especially in Ruin, kind of weak. Carney, no. Mr. Kippo, no. Don't know who you are. I hate you, but again, not enough to go off of. Not enough to go off of. Not enough to go off of. I do just glitch trap again. Not enough. Don't even have no idea who you are. Oswald. Gonna put you in A tier. Oswald's my favorite protagonist in the series. Has the most personality. One I was most invested in. Oswald's dad. B. I also end up getting invested in these two's relationship because of the collectibles. Maybe that's stupid. I don't know. Pretty much everyone else except for you're gonna get C tier, B tier because you're funny, C tier, C tier, B tier. The Pit Bon is actually a pretty cool antagonist. Kind of wish we got to see more of him. Maybe we will. I think this is Dead by Daylight Springtrap. I'm not counting repeat characters. If that wasn't clear by now. I have no idea what I'm looking at. I'm just going to assume that's from Dead by Daylight. Okay, Dispatch. Dispatch is like... it's like Phone Guy. But I find Dispatch to be more funny than Phone Guy and more enduring, even though Dispatch is the worst. So C tier. Actually, nah, I'll bump you up to B tier. I like Dispatch, which feels weird just because it's funny. But if I was like actually in that, so he's the kind of thing where it's like he was like a funny character outside, but if you're actually like in the story, he would be straight to F. Arnold is my third favorite protagonist. I B tier, honestly. Just I feel bad for the guy, you know, like 36 hours shift plus the 6 hour. I think it was like 6 hours he was there. 42 hours awake. That he really wanted that gift card, I guess. Edwin, one of the best human characters in the entire franchise, A tier. Fiona, you two are both in B tier because your story is interesting, but Edwin's kind of like the main character. So sorry. Okay, you two. Interesting, kind of interesting, but I'll give you both C tier. Not much to say there. Okay, I'm gonna put every single mascot costume that isn't one of the major characters straight in Don't Know. I'm not sure if this is what it's meant to be used for, but I'm using Don't Know as I don't feel like ranking him, or I'm just not going to. I'm just gonna get all the Don't Knows out of the way. Digit Hyper going in Don't Know. All of you are going in Don't Know. Yeah, don't know. I'll rank you. I don't know what that is. I think that's from the secret ending of Secret of the Mimic that I feel like I should probably get around to getting at some point. Okay, so those are all the costumes that you like hide in. Their use, yeah. I mean, I guess they have lore significance, but I don't care. Oh, this is like this weird monsters that come alive. Okay. So these, okay, sorry. So now we can actually get to the ranking. Cleanovac, B tier, adorable. I know I said that wasn't enough for, who was it I said that wasn't enough for? It doesn't matter. B tier, yeah. I'm sorry. Cleanovac, I can pet the Cleanovac, yeah. Okay, you two are basically the same to me. Wait, what? There's two Jackies? I'm confused. I thought Jackie didn't was one like the only one that didn't come back for round two. Um, I'm confused, so I'm gonna put you in don't know, and I'm gonna put you in B because Jackie is probably one of the best. He's one of the honestly, yeah, all of you guys are going in B. Uh, cool. You're this okay. This guy, the I guess shattered, withered, whatever you want to call him. Meister Music Man is pretty cool. Same applies to Melted Dolly. You guys are okay. No, I said I wasn't gonna put any more in don't know, but you're going in don't know. Uh, B tier for you as well. These guys are all pretty interesting. They all have their own unique personalities, except for Meister Music Man, where his personality is that he has no personality, but he's still but he's pretty creepy. So yeah, you. I don't know what this. I'm gonna cover that. I don't know what that was. Um, okay, so you. Let me think. What should I do with you? Yeah, B tier. Why not? The section where in the office is always annoyed me because it just how stupid fast Chica is, but whatever. I'm gonna have. Okay, I know I said I wasn't gonna put any more and don't know, but I haven't reached the section, so I don't really have much to say. Um, his section really annoyed me, but lore-wise, pretty cool. I think you're like the same thing as whatever Golden Freddy is. B tier. Mixes. Okay, well you just. Oh wait, no, this is Fiona. The Fiona AI thing is the twist is pretty cool in my opinion. B tier. Um, I mean, I'm gonna. You two are pretty much the same to me. So I'm gonna put you and don't know. I'm sorry, but you're my. I like you more than the other version of the mimic. So yeah. All right, there you have it. My version of my FNAF character tier list. Uh, thank you so much for watching. I still don't like saying this, but if you could like and subscribe, I would appreciate it a ton. Anyways, that's about all I wanted to say. See you later.